I'd like to talk a little bit about what this course is really about. Many students read the course description and they think the course is about learning to write code in C++, which it is. It's a course about writing code. But programming is a lot more than just writing code. The shirt I'm wearing summarizes this pretty well. Half of programming is coding, the other 90% is debugging. Okay, let's put this on a chart. Half coding, 90% debugging. Of course, you're not going to find bugs unless you actually test your code. So maybe it's half coding and 90% testing and debugging. But software is almost never developed in isolation. Even if you're working on something all by yourself, it's almost guaranteed that somebody, someday, will have to add a feature or fix a bug or just read your code and figure out what's going on. So it's not enough to just have working code. You have to explain what you're doing to others. And so we have half writing code and 90% testing and debugging and explaining your code. What does that mean for this course? Well, you're going to write a lot of code, but you need to put just as much emphasis on testing your code and documenting your code as you do on actually typing it out in the first place. You're actually going to be graded on testing in 3 different ways. With each code assignment, you're going to submit some tests, and we're going to do an automated check that your test actually tests all of your code. This is called code coverage. We'll explain it more in a later video. Second, I'm going to look at your tests myself. I'm going to see, did you actually do thorough testing? Did you think about possible corner cases? And third, I'm going to run your tests on your classmates' code, and I'm going to run your classmates' code on your tests. You'll get points if you find bugs in your classmates' code, and you'll lose points if your classmates find bugs in your code. So you want to be as thorough as you possibly can as you write your tests. Additionally, you'll be graded on how your code is documented. This includes how your code is formatted. Did you choose good variable names? Is your code easy to read and to understand? It's also going to include whether you've included helpful comments in your code. Have you explained how your code is supposed to work? And finally, did you leave useful comments or useful descriptions in the version control log? So have you used Git effectively, and have you explained what you've done? Okay, that's a whole lot of stuff, and you don't need to remember it all right now. We're going to talk about each of these pieces in detail later as the course goes on. But right now, if you just put it in the front of your mind, that programming is a lot more than just writing code. If you can do that, you'll set yourself up for success in this course.